Topping our news this hour, Florida Governor Rick Scott on the Suncoast today to sign new legislation into law that will combat the state's opioid epidemic.
ABC 7's Dwayne Lindo is live in Manatee County tonight, one of the hardest hit areas in the state, with more on what this bill could mean for Florida's medical industry. Dwayne?
Well, Scott and Jacqueline, it was pretty much all of Suncoast law enforcement represented at this morning's bill signing. We had Sheriff Knight down in Sarasota come up here, also the sheriff for Manatee County, Sheriff Wells, in an effort in an area that saw more fentanyl deaths than anywhere else in the state.
Governor Rick Scott receiving a welcoming applause Monday morning, signing what he calls a top priority bill going through this year's session. Manatee County was hit hard in 2016 with a record number of fentanyl deaths, stressing this is an epidemic that needs to be addressed immediately.
We secured major funding and legislation to meet this goal.
In all, the bill directs $53.5 million in grants to treatment programs. Manatee County Sheriff Rick Wells says in the past 9 months, he's seen a significant decrease of opioid addictions. In the first 2 months of 2018, there have been 47 overdoses. This time last year, there were 172 overdoses. The sheriff's office attributes the drop to the arrests of those selling these drugs and deputies working with addicts to make sure they get the help they need. But there's still a lot more that has to be done.
We need funding available for long-term treatment because just a 12-step program is just not going to work.
It will also update Florida's prescription database to facilitate tracking each patient's medication history in the state and nationally. Most initial prescriptions would have a limit of 3 days, but doctors could prescribe up to 7 days in extreme cases.
The issue that we deal with today with heroin and fentanyl, 80+% of those people started because of a legal prescription that they were given after a minor medical procedure.
Sheriff Wells also pointing to a no-tolerance policy when it comes to dealers.
When we arrest one, we got to make sure that we keep the next one out of our community. So on the enforcement side, it's about making sure that we don't have a new supplier coming into Manatee County.
Now, we tried to reach out to Centerstone of Florida, our local hospital specializing in mental health and addiction. No one was available for comment, but they will no doubt receive the much needed help when it comes to fighting these addictions. Reporting live in Manatee County, Dwayne Lindo, your Suncoast News.